All right. In the town that I live, you can either have trash service or you can go to the local transfer station. I have always done the transfer station at the old location. It's taken me some time, which is kind of a backstory on why it took me so long to get, I guess, it used to be a sticker they would put on the windshield, but now they don't do that. And that's kind of where this story is going of my ignoramus move. But so I paid for a sticker online, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and someone included me in there like they don't use stickers anymore. It's a license plate reader, and it took me a while to even get to that point because the white Jeep Grand Cherokee, which you can kind of see in the background there, was a company vehicle that I bought when I left my last company for pennies because it has so many miles on it and whatnot. And but I wanted to use it as a second car. And I talk about that in other videos for that vehicle, so definitely check that out if you want to know more. But I needed to switch the registration to Massachusetts. I needed to get it. We have state inspection here. It just takes time, and you're trying to stand up a new house and like this and that and the other. So meanwhile, I was able to take the garbage to the old location, the condo location, which I guess was the old location for where I was staying. But they don't recycle there. They never did. So I would go to the pay as I went to get rid of it. So instead here, I've been stockpiling cardboard, and I even have cardboard in the basement for doing some eBay shipments and stuff. But that is a very select small pile that I wanted to keep. But this has to go. And cans, aluminum cans, obviously they take those, but I've been taking them to the supermarket and redeeming them. Yesterday, I redeemed some, or 2 days ago, $8.25. And a fun thing I'm going to do with that is I'm keeping a jar, and I'm going to just start throwing that cash in there. Previously, we were doing it because this past year, my daughter had a school trip. We had a fundraise. That was one way of doing it, or just one of the several ways we did it, year before my son. So now I'm keeping the cans for myself because I buy them and then we consume them. So there you go. All right. And then what ultimately has to happen today is I would like to move that box in the background. You can't see it right there. That has a bunch of screens, extra screens for the sunroom. I would like to relocate that to the basement. And at the very beginning of the garage where the door is, there's a dresser. That needs to go into the guest room. I got to clean it out first. So that's kind of what's on the agenda. At the very least, today we are going to load the vehicle and get this stuff out of here, get to those two wing chairs and bring one inside to my bedroom, one for the guest room. And then we have space over here. And then now that I can take the trash there, our transfer station requires use a special plastic bag. It's a blue bag. So I do have some trash in here and a non-blue bag that has just one bag. I'm just hoping this time of year you invite Lord knows what type of maggots and flies and stuff. So that smells bad. That's only like a week old, but it's been hot out. So we will get that in the blue bag with gloves on and move on. Whew, that smells bad. Oh man. Okay. All right. So let's, if you want to hang out with me while I do this, it's great. Turn the music off so I don't get, normally I keep a radio in here going, but I turn the music off so I don't get the copyright police after me. The interesting thing is there's some channels I watch that I really like, and they will be working on like a car or something. They got music going, and I don't know how they get around the copyright thing. Just it's more of a curiosity. But anyway, if anyone knows, let me know. We're gonna fold the seats down for this project. those of you who know the channel and kind of like, you know, been following, may say, well, you have a Chevy Suburban, why don't you use that? Well, again, this Jeep, it's kind of, it's not a beater because I take care of it, but it has, you know, it has 211,000 miles on it. That I kind of wanted to use it for this purpose, for like projects and whatnot, and put the miles on this. It has better fuel efficiency than the Suburban. And then since they read your license plate, I, you know, I was just like, well, I might as well just use the Jeep. The cool thing about it, and I should be on an lookout when I'm there, is they do have a mulch pile or like a clean fill pile that you can take. Usually what I do is take one of these blue containers with a shovel and just shovel it in, and I use it. It's great for filling like little divots in your lawn. I just vacuumed out the Jeep the other day. I do try to really keep it clean. So I should imagine after this project I'm doing it again. Yeah, like I have pizza boxes that are pizza boxes that are, I've been here for a month now. Some of this stuff was kind of filed away, you know, but like when you start piling stuff on top of stuff, like stuff falls over. That's kind of what happened here. I'm going to work with gloves. We haven't, yeah, the other part too is I haven't really swept out this, since I've been here, swept out this area over here. Or maybe we did when we first came in, but need to go back and do it again. In case yours is the other projects, I gotta mow the lawn today. I bought timer for the front sprinkler or for the front faucet, so you not have to manually. And I have extra hoses in the outdoor shower that I haven't explored yet. I don't know if they're trash or not, but if they're good, I'll use the splitter that I got on the front faucet and use one of the hoses for the sprinkler and one for the regular, regular hose. And so I'm gonna do that. And then there is a tree out front that I would like to cut down. I don't know if I'm gonna get to that today. I would like to. All right, so I have a mix here. Looks like I started to use one of the cans. Just empty yesterday. this can's, it's a broken can that kind of came with the house that I've been putting plastic in. Yeah, so I want to wash the Suburban as well. If I have time, I would like to run run the Suburban and the riding mower back to the other location, glass, and then possibly bring the Mustang, possibly bring the Mustang back over here. And the town car, which you see right there on camera, the check engine light came on, and you know, last year I had an issue with the check engine light, and they replaced the sensor, and then like it came on again, and went back, and they like reprogrammed, and then you know a month later it came back on, but like the car performed fine, and the only thing that occurs is if it's cold, sometimes it's a little extra crank to get it to start. Before this happened, it was not a problem. It was totally fine. So, I don't know, I'm guessing one had to do with the other. And they had like their computer guy. They're super nice where I take that vehicle. Super, super nice. In fact, they love this car. You know, they're like, we love when this car comes in. We like working on it. So I'll probably try to drop that off. This location, I can actually potentially walk there. It's like 1.5 miles. I would probably potentially just jog home. All right, some plastic. Ooh, glass. I think I'm gonna use this container for glass. Plastic. Cans. More cans. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm planning on today. Alright, so there's that. Glass. Jars. I think I said I wanted to keep, I mean, I get these jars basically every week, but I wanted to keep one. I wanted to keep two actually. One, I wanted to put my aluminum can money in one of the jars, and the other one, should I occasionally have a cigar, it kind of needs like a little ashtray. Yes, I do enjoy a good cigar now and again, especially in the summer. I used to enjoy them more regularly, you know, but it's just a lot going on. All right, so this will be the glass container. Aluminum can container is like halfway full again. There's this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get everything today. But we'll go back next weekend. Yeah, I mean, normally I wouldn't have this amount of stuff. Like, I think in the summer, I think you have to go once a week because of the trash. But I think ordinarily, like off season, you can go You could probably go like every other week or so. This was like a wreath or something on the door here. Throw that. I hear more glass. Throw that in the metal scrap. You know, with all that being said, I definitely, while at the dump, you know, look for anything useful. Like, I mean, that's where Eddie gets his fans. So I'll be able to look out for that for Eddie. Ooh, this box can be another cardboard box. And we're nearing the end here. This is great. Then I gotta deal with the trash, which I'm not. That's the non-fun part. You know, if my life counted on it, I could get all this stuff in, but like, it's not the end of the world. Definitely glass in there. You know, the irony is in all of this, the cans, the plastic, the glass, you will not find a single wine bottle, beer bottle, or beer can. Not that I wouldn't say I don't drink. I have yet to have an alcoholic beverage in this house. I just don't. But if you want to go out and have a beer with me, I'll go have a beer with you. Like, that's just, you know, I'm absolutely definition of a social drinker. And the thing is, like, I don't really go out and socialize much. All right, so I'm gonna run inside. I have to grab these plastic bags that we need to use, and then a gas mask if I had one for the nasty trash. All right, sorry that it took me so long. And I probably won't edit that out. All right, so here's one example of a blue bag. These. So I got that done. Now I'm about to gag on this. I did the one in the kitchen, so I had a conventional trash bag in there because I quote unquote have the dump sticker that doesn't exist, or thought I didn't. So I was just using what I had. And then you kind of have to use these bags they sell. You can buy them at any of the supermarkets, convenience stores, hardware stores in this town. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, gross. Okay, let's get this outside. Could have been far worse. So what I'll do with this can, this is a brand new trash can, it's not even a week old. So I'm gonna put this outside, let it air out. It smells like, and it needs a little hosing. Oh yeah, that needs hosing. There's some like trash juice. Alright, so really what I'm going to try to do, I purposely left that opening in the center there because the plastic, I'm going to try to just get this in the back. So we got it. Alright, this random lid, I don't think you could throw this. You might be able to throw it in the plastic scrap pile. Ooh, I just left a ring on. I just left a ring on this dresser. Stupid. Looks like it's coming out. Not that this dresser is fancy, but it's going in. Yeah, it's coming right out. It's going in the guest room. It was mine as a kid when I would stay at my great aunt's. It was never a high quality piece, but nonetheless, it's a piece right now. That piece meaning two meanings, a POS, and it's a piece to use. Yeah, so there's plastic. I'll see if I can get the scrap pile. All right, so I think that's going to do it. A tip for myself is always to bring a pair of gloves. So we'll do that using the car. And that's it. So thanks for hanging out while I took out the trash, and we will clean the rest of this out later, sweep it out, blah blah blah, get the chairs and all that. So we're making some space, making some headway. So thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. You know, really the question is, have you gotten any good finds at your local dump or transfer station? If I do, I'll come back and add on to this video with what we found, or I should say what I found. It was a solo run. So thanks for watching again, and we will see you soon.